Hello everybody, so I'm back with another Draw This Again, and I did a Draw This Again a year ago, and I've recently received a lot of comments on it, because a lot of you seem to want me to draw this one again, and I went back and watched it again, and I don't know, the newer one in that video, I felt looked kind of, I was going to say dated, but that's really not the right word. Basically my style has changed a lot since then, so I thought it would be really fun to do it again, because everything's all a bit different. I think I am a lot better anatomy wise than I was back then. I mean, it's still not going to be perfect, I'm still learning to draw. I think a lot of people seem to forget that when they comment on my videos. I don't think I'm an amazing artist or something. I think I still have a long way to go, and I am constantly trying to work on my areas that I should improve on. And I know I got loads of helpful criticisms on my last one. Loads of people said stuff like, oh, you should work on the colouring of it a little bit, and you should work on these aspects. So I do really appreciate it when I get comments like that. It is really helpful. So, but I also had a lot of people on my other Draw This Again saying, oh, I prefer the old one, or I prefer the second one, and that's great. Like, the newer ones aren't going to be everyone's favourites, but I think I am improving in certain aspects, and I don't know, it's difficult, because I feel like it is kind of annoying when people say, oh, I prefer the old one, because I've just spent like loads of hours drawing it again, and it's like saying, oh, you haven't improved in a year, but I know that people don't mean that. Well, hopefully. I know some people just prefer different styles, and you might prefer the very cartoony style of the second one I did, but there's loads of bits of the second drawing that I did that I just don't like. I feel like the eyes are too close together, and the lips are massive. It kind of reminds me of like Brat Stoll's lips. I feel like that's what that reminds me of, and also she has like no chin, and I've had people comment that on a load of my drawings, like, oh, the chin is way too small, you need to work on making that bigger, and it is a bit bigger in this one. I still think I could make a bigger chin, but also, I think some people seem to think I'm aiming for realism. I'm not. I'm still changing slight proportions. I think the word is semi-realism, and there's still aspects of it that I'm stylizing. Like, no one has eyes that big normally. You know, I'm just trying to change certain aspects of it. And also, I have people saying a lot of the people you draw look similar, and I did actually make a video on that recently, and that is something I'm working on. But the thing is that when I do a Draw This Again, all my old drawings do look the same, so I can't actually work on that when I'm doing Draw This Agains. So I will be doing another video where I try and do more diverse faces, and I have lots of original art paintings coming up soon, hopefully, and lots of exciting stuff planned. And I don't know if I should keep making these Draw This Again videos, because I feel like, oh, I'm making so many, people might get bored of them or something, but I'm only doing this one because I did receive a lot of requests to redraw this, and I do like this. I don't know, what do I mean? The concept of this drawing, like the girl with the hand pointing somewhere. I don't really know why I drew that in the first place. I think I found the sketchbook the other day, and it was just like in my welcome to my sketchbook page, it was just this girl with like just the arm pointing. I don't know why I did that. I was like 11 or 12 when I drew the first one, so I don't know what was going through my head, but yeah. I am very happy with the newer one that I've done, and I think I have improved on the colouring since the last Draw This Again that I did. And also, I tried to make the colours not be too oversaturated, because I feel like that was an issue that I had with the second drawing in this group of drawings. The colours just seem too, what's the word? There's a word and I can't think of it. It's like too artificial. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they just don't seem realistic. Like, no one is that saturated and stuff, and the thing is that a lot of my Draw This Again videos have been done on this monitor that I have, where the colours are really washed out. So the monitor, my computer screen, it isn't true to the real colours, and everything I'm seeing is very washed out. So I accidentally used to make things really saturated, and it wouldn't come up on my screen as really saturated, but now I have a better computer screen and I can actually see as close to the real colours as I can get, and so I tend to find that that's not so much something I struggle with anymore, but there are still elements that I do struggle with. Like, I still really struggle with anatomy. I had a hard time with the anatomy in this. It's probably not spot on. I did show it to my mum. My mum does art as well, and she was like, oh, I feel like you've made the arm too long in the newer one, and I do kind of see that. I just don't know. I had a lot of issues with the arms, and also I'm struggling with hair and stuff now, and I feel like I'm at this point where my style is changing, and I was very happy with my style, my art style before, and now it's going, I don't know what's happening to it. Every time I draw something, it seems to be changing even more. I'm just gonna let it happen, because loads of people were saying, oh, how do you find an art style? How do I create a style that is my own? And I never really know how to answer that question, because I don't really like set out to be like, right, I'm gonna make my own art style. It just kind of happened over time, and I wasn't like specifically trying to do it, but I find that it's always changing for me. I'm sure like when you're a professional artist, then there's a point where it will stop like changing, but I'm not a professional artist, and like I said, I am always trying to improve and work on my drawings, so everything still is in the works. And I don't know, I think when it comes to choosing a style, you've got to look at other artists' styles and pick out the elements that you like. So for example, there was a point where I was like, I like Disney style of art because of how they make the eyes really big and how they stylize everything. I really liked that, so I try to include elements of that in my own art. But my one biggest piece of advice is, if you're taking inspiration from other styles of art, don't try and copy those styles of art. Like, you still need to make it your own. You can't just copy another like art style unless you're trying to draw it in like anime / manga style. Then obviously it is gonna look a lot like that style of art. But if you want to create something that, or make it your own, you can change elements of it. Also, I just realised I forgot to mention this. In the video, I add a bit of a texture to the denim, and that is because I still have my subscription with Graphic Stock, and I was looking for stock images of denim, and it really did help with that aspect of the drawing, just to add a bit of a texture to it, because I never would have been able to get that denim texture otherwise, or I would have, it just would have taken a really long time. But I do need to work on that, like clothes and other aspects of the drawing. People are always telling me, oh, you've gone into so much detail in the face, and then everything else looks just kind of not to the same detail, and I find that is because I really enjoy painting the face part, and then when it comes to everything else, I'm just like, can I be bothered? And then I just I rush it. But this time I think I did fix that a little bit. I'm very, very happy with how the hand came out, because you guys know how I feel about hands. Hands are my weakest point. I do not enjoy drawing hands at all. I find them very difficult and very infuriating, and I think this hand came out alright for once, alright-ish. I'm sure someone will have a problem with it, but you know, you can't please everyone. That's what I've learned from doing these challenges. You can't please everyone, but as long as I'm happy with how it came out, then that's all that matters to me at the end of the day. As long as I feel like I've improved on one aspect, then great. That was like meant to be motivational, and I feel like it wasn't in the slightest. Anyway, if any of you guys do the Draw This Again challenge as well, make sure you tag me in it on like Twitter and Instagram. All my links and everything are in the description, so make sure you follow me on that if you want to. And what else? Yeah, I don't actually know who came up with the Draw This Again challenge, because someone seemed to think it was me. It definitely wasn't me. This has been around for a very long time, and I don't want anyone thinking, oh yes, this is Jenna Drawings challenge, because it's not. But I have been doing this challenge. I've seen it around since like 2012, I think, but it must be a lot older than that. I'm not sure, but I will try and find out who the creator of the challenge is, because I really want to know as well. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope if you do want to see more Draw This Again videos, let me know. I don't want to do too many in case you don't all want to see them. And I will see you next week. I will hopefully have my Inktober week 3 and 4 up this weekend in my Q&A, and I will see you then. Bye guys!